just gon' creep. Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery. Get to me, I'm just gon' creep. Down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back them up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost try to approach me, he got leery.
Spooky up in here. It's crazy in here. We still gon' keep it going, I'm Knuckles. Nobody scares me. Whoever wanted, bring it. I don't care, we can do this.
Good evening, boys, girls, and MBs of all shapes, sizes, colors, and orientations. Welcome to the one, the only Alec Gunter stream. My name is Alec Gunter, coming to you live from Ohio. It is now dark, thanks to daylight saving. Sorry. You'll have to forgive me. I'm still very much getting over cold. I was sick on Tuesday night, and that is why I did not stream. But I'm doing better. I feel fine. That's why I was a little late, because I tried to get all this crap up. I can feel it, like, right here. Right here. And it's just, there's something stuck in there. And I gotta get it up at some point. But I feel fine other than that. That and some congestion. Yeah. It looks like Square Box is currently drawing right now, currently at this point in time. Right at the second. Now, in fact. Drawing now. Let's see. Hi, Livy. Hi, Travis T. I appreciate that. Square Box is drawing the Neon Genesis poster, but with my own characters. That's pretty cool. Hope you feel better soon. I feel great. I feel fantastic. I got my room cleaned today, almost completely. Well, not almost completely. There's a lot to do in there, but I got it to a point that looks presentable, right? In fact, I'll show you. Hold on. I got an adorable picture. I'll post it in the Discord. I'll just put it in the creative channel. Okay. Hold on, I have to deal with somebody. One of these days, I'll stop coughing. One of these days. Okay, sorry. There's somebody in the Platinum Politics Discord I had to deal with. He's been dealt with. Okay. Here we go. There it is. There she is. There's the girl. There's the girl. And that's my bed. All pretty and made up and nice and neat. What a good picture that is. That is so good. She's so photogenic. That's a good ass picture. I'm very proud of that one. That's my baby girl. That's my princess. Winry. Winry. Who's your little dummy? I pet you gently on the head. Baby. Baby kitty. I like the dark though. Yeah, it's okay. You need to take it easy. I appreciate that. Mischief, you're a fan of that one girl, right? That I had beef with. What was her name? The trans girl? She's a trans med. I want to talk to her again. I want to try to repair that which I've burned. There's a baby. But yeah, I did a lot of self-care today. I did a lot of room cleaning. I did, I cleaned myself up. Bust my head, you know, nice and clean. Got the beard trimmed down. Put some lotion all over. All over. Including my feet. Yeah, it was good. It was a good day. I had to go into work for a little bit. To my office. Not work, but like the main office wanted my fingerprints, so whatever. I guess it's like standard procedure or something. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like... Okay, I got something up. That's definitely better. There's gonna be more later. There's gonna be more, I know it. But for now, it's better. Don't give into the surveillance state. Well, I don't want to go to prison is the thing. But I guess it's not going to prison. I also need a job. I don't know why I said prison. Usually when I think fingerprints, I think, oh, well, if you... The surveillance state would take me to prison for not giving my fingerprints to them. That's why I thought of that. I should clean my room. I've been procrastinating because it takes me hours for a minuscule mess. Well, then take hours to clean the minuscule mess. And with practice, you'll do it a little bit faster every time. I'm telling you guys, clean your room. I cleaned up most of this room as well. There's still some clutter, but I got the big stuff clean. Not today. I did that on Sunday. I have to be fingerprinted every few years for my job too. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's been a few years. So it's whatever. You guys want to see something cool that I haven't played in a while? I'm going to test something. I'm going to see if the stream, like if YouTube allows me to play this without copywriting me. It's either, it will either copyright the fucking hell out of me, or it will, simply, bypass because it's so ridiculous. I made this forever ago. But I want to add it to the playlist. So this might not be a monetizable stream, but we'll deal with it. I love this, thank you. My room is pristine, always nice. This is a banger. I'm proud of this. You want a blahage? No. This is a banger, thank you. It scares me that it works so well together, thank you. Is there a way I can listen to it on my own while I draw? Yes.
I don't have a room to clean, but I guarantee the couch I sleep on is clean.
Alec got some music for free music online. I have thought about uploading some free music. The copyright speedrun? We'll see. It's either nothing or everything. I think it's few enough clips, though. I think it's ridiculous enough that it won't catch it. I guess we'll have to see.
Twitch.tv/AlecGun water.
But yeah, pretty good, right? The last little bit was an homage to this. My most popular SoundCloud song at 51.7K plays, 893 likes, 66 reposts, and 56 comments.
Bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the
Hold on, let me restart it. It was a little quiet.
bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the
I can't yell right now or I'll cough. I'll hack up alone.
Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies
All the
hit the
comments.
let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the One, nothing wrong with me. Two, nothing wrong with me. Three, nothing wrong with me. Four, nothing wrong
Drowning
with
pool,
me.
yep.
One, something's got to give. Two, something's got to give. Three, something's got to give.
Banger, thank you.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
But yeah. It sounds so goober. Thank you. Okay. Real quick, before we get started, I do have a couple of crochet updates. Just a moment. So, first one. I'm making a burb. This is a burb. Okay. Scientific name, Burberito. He has flexible claws. It's a very big claw, like a very big foot, but I think it works fine. It's a little goofy, you know. They're flexible. They can hold pens and other such skinny objects. So you can bend them in like this. Grippers, yep. He's gonna get another one on this side. And he's gonna get, obviously, this is a peregrine falcon. And I'm making this for a friend's birthday, which is tomorrow, which means I have to finish this tomorrow, which means that's basically all I'm going to be doing tomorrow before the birthday party, but whatever. So, love it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So, the back is going to get covered in gray, and then the wings are just going to be kind of stitched down, and the tail is going to be gray as well. And then it's going to get nice brown irises on the for the eyes. I love the Borb, thank you. It's going to get nice brown irises, and it's going to have a yellow outline, because that's a peregrine falcon for you. Excuse me. Alright, so that's one. And then the other one is another Pokemon. Who remembers the Snorlax I made? That was a while back. It was a shiny Snorlax. It was by accident shiny, because I forgot the real color. This is going to be another Snorlax. It's going to be a very big boy, and this is very big yarn for the big boy. So this is 64. This round is 64 stitches, which is not that many. Like it's pretty much it's a decent amount, but it's not that many. But like because this yarn is so big, it looks like it is. So this is his ass. This is Snorlax ass. I can't really shape it such that you can get a good idea. It keeps bending inward. But that's kind of, yeah, there we go. That's kind of how it's going to manifest. There. And this... Hello?
Does it come with a poke flute?
With a poke flute? No. Thank you very much for the 100 biddies, though. Which does not also come with a pokey flute. But yeah, I had to buy... This is 2 skeins of yarn. This is the 3rd skein. I bought 6 more today. So this is number 3 out of 8. Thankfully, the skeins are very cheap at Hobby Lobby. But yeah, that's... So I can't finish the life-size Lopunny, unfortunately. I just can't. It's a lot of work and it's a very big undertaking, and I'm not gonna have it done in time. But I hope to have the Snorlax done in time. Sell it for a few $100, maybe like, I don't know, like $400 or $500, in my opinion, at least. I want a squishy Snorlax chair. Well, there you go. I don't know how well it would be used for a chair, but you could try. And that's my crochet updates. So, with that out of the way, who wants to do reacts? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done react segments. Okay. I think that's most of it. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Excuse me. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. I haven't been that bad today. It only just got bad. Go figure. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, wait. Did I show you guys? Wait. I didn't show you guys Clodsire. Oh, hold up. Ah! Things fell. Clodsire. Admire the sire. Applaud the clod. Pretty good, right? I need to clean up the edges just a little bit more. But once I do that, perfect. Perfection. I think I did a pretty good job. This is going to be for a friend. Yes, indeed, a little guy. And I believe that does it for my updates. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get my treadmill set up. I was going to have an under-the-desk treadmill. But I think given that I'm coughing so much, probably not the best idea. His little face is so cute. I know, right? React time.
Amy, yeah.
Ban this little guy? No, 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 no. Don't ban the sire. Admire the sire. Ban the sire doesn't even rhyme. You could say fire the sire. Ban the bot in chat. Oh. Indeed. Godsire, indeed. Okay, let's do this. If I am hacking up a lung during this segment, please do not be alarmed. I'm getting over a sickness, not catching one. So I am at the end stages of my sickness. And that is why some things that have been stuck are trying to work their way out. They're doing their best, okay? They're getting out as fast as they can. So if I'm hacking up a lung, don't worry about it. Anyway, we have teacher threatened for saying no to they, them. This is uploaded by the Center for Biblical Unity. It was a suggestion. If you would like to leave me a suggestion in our suggestion box, aka the juice box in the server, you have to join the server. Dubsy likes to leave a QR code somewhere on the screen for you to join the server, or you can go to the link in the description below. And you can leave your suggestions in the juice box for me to go over, potentially. So, all that being said, teacher threatened for saying no to they, them. So, there are kids who go by they, them pronouns. And if you disrespect that, I think that you should have some action taken against you. It's the same way that it happens in healthcare. You are supposed to refer to people in the charting as their preferred pronouns. You're supposed to do that. If they request to see your charting and it does not have the... If you're trans, you can request to see your doctor's charting. You can, and sometimes you should. Just to make sure that you're not being fucked. Okay? If they request to see the charting and they see that I'm not using they, them pronouns, they have a case against me. You know what I mean? Like, that is not ethical. You're not supposed to do that. That means you don't respect them. Okay. So with all that being said, I think that the standards should be the same for the teachers. I think that if this teacher was disrespecting this person's pronouns, especially if it was a student, that they should be disciplined. But let's see what's going
Hi,
on.
my name is Jamie Young, and I live in
Hi,
the
Jamie.
Indianapolis, Indiana area, and this is my story.
That's not too far from Ohio. I hate this new... I know I've said it, but I hate this new fucking... Like, this new caption thing. It's so dog shit.
I've been a public school teacher for 21 years, and my school district started giving us trainings on
Okay, this
DEI
is her.
and social emotional learning. During that time, I also had a student that said they were non-binary. This was a shock to me. I had never had a student like this, and I was told that I needed to use the
The video's louder than you. Thank you.
student's new name and pronouns. When I said no, it didn't make sense for me to call a student they, and I also didn't think it was appropriate.
Why did it not make sense? What's your argument for it not making sense? We use the singular they all the time. We do. Especially if you don't know who somebody is or what their gender is.
For the classroom of children, I was given a legal document, which was given to me by my principal that was a professing Christian. I was given 3 directives. I was to say they, them, or the student's new name. So I was given a choice. I was also told that I had to stop saying boy, girl, or call the class boys and girls, that I had to call the class friends or kids, and that it would also be good practice to do across the
Yeah, because you would say boys and girls. Good morning, boys and girls. Right? If you have a non-binary person in your class, that doesn't include them. You're discriminating.
entire school because there were other students who might be feeling gender confused. I was also told that when referring to this student that I would face disciplinary action if I used the wrong pronouns, even if the student was not present. So I couldn't even use the wrong
Good.
pronouns if I was talking to another staff person.
Good.
I asked
I
if
agree
the
with all
parents
of
were
this.
aware, and anytime I raised questions about parents being involved, I was stonewalled and not given an answer. At the same time, we were rolling out books.
Okay. Excuse me. Jeez. So here's the thing about the parents being involved. They should be. I would like them to be, but it's not always safe for them to be. Okay? Parents are not trained in any kind of official capacity. They are just people, and people sometimes suck. And sometimes they suck toward their kids. So if they suck toward their kids who's identifying as non-binary, then yeah, the teacher shouldn't know. Or sorry, the parents shouldn't know. I agree. Parents don't need to know fucking everything about their kids.
Books in our hallways that were not checked out by the library, but were just accessible to students. And these books were about gender fluidity, same-sex marriages, and racism.
Wait, why did we bring same-sex marriages into this? And racism? Okay, yeah, okay. Gender fluidity, same-sex marriages, and racism. The the triad of doom.
The gender issues were falling right in line with all of the social emotional learning trainings and the DEI trainings that we were
That's a good
having. Things like talking about microaggressions, implicit bias, whiteness, etc.
Not whiteness.
So I went to our district administrators, and one of the individuals I spoke with was attending our church at the time, and he met with the pastor who counseled him, saying that it's good to use a student's preferred pronouns because it would open them up to the gospel. We left the church shortly after. I sought legal
Wait, yeah. Like, if you respect somebody's pronouns, they're more likely to be open to what you have to say. That's what they were saying, right? Yeah. It would open them up to the gospel, yeah.
gospel. We use
Wait, is she talking about... One of the individuals, one of the individuals I spoke with was attending our church at the time.
He met with the pastor who counseled him, saying that it's good to
Counseled.
use a student's preferred pronouns because it would open them up to the gospel. We left
Yeah.
the church shortly after. I sought
Like, come on. Like, oh no, my church is being more inclusive. No, please, don't be inclusive. Not my church. Not my good Christian church.
legal counsel, and I joined a group of parents that were concerned. I brought awareness to the issues because during the time parents were not even allowed in our school buildings, and started sharing this information with parents that I
Oh, this was during COVID? Was this during COVID? Because, yeah, the parents wouldn't typically be allowed in the building. We're missing vital information here, and I feel like that's very much on purpose.
thought would want to know. This instantly brought a lot of attention on me and put me in a position that I became problematic employee. And this was the
You
first time
are.
I'd
You're
ever
being
had that in all my
problematic.
years of teaching.
Just use the fucking pronouns. Just use them. Like, I'm sorry. I know I'm on the sympathy arc and all, but, like, it's not hard to just use the fucking pronouns. It's not. Like, I have very little patience for this. Triggered snowflake? Yeah, this is giving very much triggered snowflake.
But I came to the place where I realized I had to choose.
No, don't cry. Don't cry. Just use the pronoun. It's not worth all this. Stop this instantly. Stop this 5 minutes ago, please. Or 3 minutes, rather.
I had to choose between a fear of man or a fear of God, and I would not.
Stop. A fear of man because you were told. God damn it. These people's brains are fucking cooked. So much for being a good neighbor. Yeah, you need to be more like State Farm, lady. Don't you know the slogan? I fear no man, but that thing, pronouns, it scares me. Even in Quiz Pop, that's used as a teaching material, yeah, indicates the usage of they, them as a singular pronoun. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anybody who teaches that they, them is not, you're not able to use it as a singular pronoun is incorrect. They're wrong. They're wrong. It is used that way all the time. Language changes sometimes. It used to just be he, she. If you said they, that was considered grammatically incorrect for a period. Now it's not. Now people just do that. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. We're doing good. What happened to Caddy Loves Bears? I went to the doctor recently and got a gender dysphoria diagnosis. F64.9, and I hope I can get on E and officially start my transition. Congratulations, Caddy Loves Bears. That's amazing. We support. If I recall correctly, singular they has also been used in the past and predates singular you by like 300 years. Yeah. It has been. Like, there was a period of time in some places where singular they was considered grammatically incorrect. Okay? I get that. But not all the time and not in all places. And now it's just correct. You can just say it. Hello, Ash Cat. Been a while? I'll have to take your word for it. I'm not good at names.
Oh, to the idol of the fear of man.
I will not bow. I will not bow to the pronoun
There's a spirit of
idol.
intimidation that I think wants to keep believers from speaking boldly, and a fear of what this will do.
Boldly against this child. Against this small potato. You know? This small potato is threatening me with its pronouns, and I am in fear of my life.
To our witness. The spirit of intimidation
I
wants
will
to keep us
persevere.
silent, and I knew that wasn't the right thing to do. I was concerned that in speaking up, it would affect my relationship with.
Here, do you guys want to get word from like an actual non-binary teacher on this? Why don't we ask an actual non-binary? Shall we? Oh, I don't need headphones. Had to blow my nose real quick. She said, that was my wife, by the way. She said, "You are not being bullied. Shut up. I'm right, you're wrong, shut up." She didn't feel like coming down and make a comment.
Non-believers. But again, I knew that it was wrong and I had to do something. I felt very sad and alone
But
during
what's
that
wrong
time,
about it?
especially as I found
Why
myself
sad? No, don't be
standing
sad.
alone in many ways.
Be happy that you have a student who has explored their gender enough that they decided they don't want like either of the main ones. That's good progress in a young person's life. Okay? I didn't figure that out until relatively recently, that I don't like dresses, you know? So, you know, you never know until you try it. I gave it a shot, and I slayed, okay? I slayed, but it's not for me. I don't like the makeup. I don't like the dresses. It's not for me.
Despite having other believers that were colleagues
Everyone
that I
should try
thought would join me, and
See if you like
was
it.
sad that but yet God used it and strengthened me. And I found a lifeline, and that was Center for Biblical Unity. As soon as
No,
I
is this an ad?
started
Hashtag ad.
reading and watching the resources, I knew right away
They were like, yes, please come on here. And it's reading a while. It is an ad. It's a hashtag ad.
I was in a place of biblical clarity. And
Hold on. What are they selling? What are we selling? Support our work. CenterForBiblicalUnity.com. Donate. The issues the latest. Take action. Read our book. Read our book, Walking in Unity. Biblical answers to questions on race and racism. Oh, no. Wait, what is this fresh hell?
Get up on the sidewalk, please. One.
Is systemic racism real? Yes.
Demonstrators clashing with
Is racial reconciliation biblical?
George Floyd. Parts of the
Are it's parody. It's parody. Just go. Just go. See, this is propaganda 101. Look how long it hangs. Look how long it hangs on the words for you to read. And then boom, boom, less than a second. And then back to hanging on the words. Watch.
Now turning deadly.
Boom. Barely even a second. Should every church be multi-ethnic? Not George Floyd! No. How do we keep race from dividing Christians? Introducing the groundbreaking book, The Cure, Walking in Unity. See? All the colors are separate but equal. Biblical answers to questions on race and racism. There's no other book like this one.
What does it mean to be?
She could have said that about... Wait, Alyssa Childers could have said that about any book.
What does it mean to be a Christ follower?
This isn't Alyssa? Where's Alyssa? You could have just ripped this from a different review.
What does it mean to be a Christ follower?
I know they probably didn't. You can easily verify that, but still, it's funny to think about. Oh, good. They got a black woman. They got a black woman. Don't worry, guys. It's not racist. They have a black woman saying, putting her stamp of approval on behalf of all blacks everywhere. This is not a racist
follower.
book. Trust me. If you read just one book on race and
In
Christianity,
this
it's this one.
cultural moment.
Full of solid ideas, personal experiences, and biblical at its core. That's a confusing sentence, Dr. J.P. Moreland.
And have biblically centered conversations on race, justice, and unity.
Filled with practical wisdom. Beautiful, beautiful. Not a hashtag ad, by the way.
And that this is where I could find some help. I recognize how easy it is
black
to be
woman is speaking
misled
true.
and the importance of being biblically literate. I realized I
I'm
had
the
a
black
lot of
woman.
gaps, and CFBU helped me to start to learn how to discern ideas and measure them against the word. I found Krista and Monique to be unapologetic, full of conviction, and unafraid. They were bold and they were faithful to the word. And most importantly, they have a message for the church
I would
that
love
the
to
church
speak to them.
desperately needs to hear. I learned how to biblically define terms such as justice. I learned that we are one race, we are a human race, that our identity is found in Genesis, that our unity is found in Christ, that we must be
Okay.
first reconciled to God before we can ever hope to
Excuse me. If we are, in fact, all one race, why is it that certain people of this one race with certain aspects, right, certain attributes about them, you know, like melanin, for instance, just as an example, sometimes that's a detriment to your existence, apparently, by all the statistics, right? So if we're one human race, we should be concerned about the least of us, correct? We should want to help them, right? I know she wouldn't disagree with this. She would be like, yeah, of course we should help those people. But like, she would also say that's not indicative of systemic racism. It's indicative of like some kind of cultural problem. To which I would say, where did the cultural problem come from? Like, did they just decide one day? Like, culture is made by individuals who come together and have a certain way of doing things. And if that certain way of doing things is a detriment to those people, then one of two things happened, right? One, they came up with something that was a detriment. It's their fault. That happens. Two, there were external factors that forced them into that detriment. You know what I mean? Into that way of life that is not as good as it would be otherwise. You know what I mean? God damn it. Fucking cough. The straighter up I sit, the better it is. I'll try to sit up straight. But do you guys get what I'm saying? It's either external influences or internal influences. You're either saying it's their fault or like it's just an internal thing that happened to black people because they're worse than us whites, right? Or it's outside influences.
reconcile others to him. And I also recognize that division in the church is sometimes necessary, and it's biblical that we are to divide when doctrine is false, and the importance of being willing to do that. Now that I'm at a new school, I'm at a Christian school, I have the luxury of being able to share Christ and to also speak into these issues as the
she works
opportunities
private now.
present. I feel more equipped to share and ask questions.
She went from being a valuable asset to the community to now just teaching rich fucking Christian people.
I have the sticker on my laptop that says one
A much
race, one
smaller
people, one
pool.
savior. I find it to be just a little sprinkle of truth that I hope sparks conversations. I love being a part of the family meeting.
I don't hate this slogan. I don't hate it. But you have to recognize what systemic racism is. Like if you just say, oh, there's no racism because we're all one race. You can't be racist against your own race. And we're all one race. We're the human race. You can't be racist against humans because you are human, dumbass. Like, you're just ignoring so many problems. Excuse me.
I hope sparks conversations. I love being a part of the family meetings, even if I can just jump on for a few minutes and recognize that as Krista and Monique often say, we must be very diligent to listen carefully, ask questions, and clearly define our terms.
You're not doing any of those things, though. You're not. Like, you didn't listen carefully, ask questions, or clearly define your terms. None of those things were accomplished when you accused the non-binary child of bullying you.
Center for Biblical Unity has been a voice that I needed, and that I
She's getting
continue
bullied
to
by the
look
child,
toward
you see.
with anything that comes through the news or just anything I'm wrestling with. I know they have some solid resources. I pray that the ministry of CFBU would be multiplied, that the Lord would expand their reach, because the church desperately needs
Amen.
to hear this message. Oh, one more thing I want to say.
Oh, P.S.
It's good to be in the family.
Family, it is because of giving from people just like you that these stories
Give
become
me money
possible.
instead.
Your giving.
You know where my money goes if you give me money, or I guess it'd be your money. You know where it goes? My credit card debt. Please give me money. Please. If you can. I really appreciate it. I kind of want to see some of their other videos now. First slave owner in America was black. Wow, wow. Suck on that, liberals. Wow, wow, wow.
We
Who's that?
including that Eric Adams interview because we love Mandani and hate the establishment Dems, or are we not woke enough?
Maybe. God damn it. Why? Why did it get so bad all of a sudden? I might take a cough drop. I have the extra strength ones. We might or might not watch it. I don't know. I want to get through the other stuff first. By which I mean there's one other thing I really want to watch. And I may or may not watch this debate thingy. Just a little bit of it. Don't die. I'm working on it. But yeah, that was a teacher being relentlessly bullied by a non-binary child and the supporters thereof. How tragic, how sad. We will pray for her. What a goofy goober. You ever notice that? You ever notice how some people are just so goofy? There are so many goofy goobers in the Platinum Politics Discord. So I've been... God damn it. How have you been since I ran into you on TikTok Live? Oh, yeah, you're that one girl. Wait, Gamer Girl 127. You're the really good debater, right? Yeah, you're the trans girl debater. Yes. You were very, very good. If you ever have any platforms that you would like me to send my people to, let me know. I will send them. I've been great. I've been doing great. I got a little sick, but we're good. I'm just getting over the last of it. I feel great. Everything's great. I'm just hacking up a lung. Thanks, you're welcome. Feel free to hop on anytime. But not tonight, because I'm doing reacts. I promised reacts for the people. Have you seen my cat? Ooh. Ooh, she's so pretty. Ooh, the pretty girl. Ooh, the pretty girl. Look how pretty. Pretty kitty. A very pretty kitty. That is such a good fucking picture. I cannot believe how good this picture is. This is like pristine. Perfect. Everything down to the last minute detail. The sun shining down on this guy from Hades. Patrocleonitis. Patrocleonitis from Hades Nuts. Best friend Sans Undertale. I'm not really much a creator. I just casually did those debates since I'm unemployed as fuck. Well, I mean, there is always room for you at the table of political influencers. Amazing Cat 10 out of 10. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes she's a real ass. And by that I mean she likes to put her ass in my face. She thinks that I like that. This is why I should not let her sit in with me and my wife. She got ideas in her head because of us. I do not wish to see her ass. Seems like a very common thing with cats. That's what they think you want. They think you want the stinky butthole. My dearest, I do not wish for the stinky butthole, please. Thank you. That is not on the agenda. Okay. You know what's funny about these polls? I'm doing a smiling friend's favorite character tourney. And, it's so funny because even if you, like, obviously if you don't know ketchup and mustard, you can still just vote for your favorite condiment. And you can do that with a couple of these. Like, look, there's, oh, my favorite one here. There's Professor Psychotic and Doug. Doug's taking that. Mustard is the right choice. Oh, there you go. Mustard's in chat. Mustard from Smiling Friend is in chat right now. Mustard. With the big bazongas. Rotten the Snowman took it over Mother Nature. I don't like Rotten the Snowman. I haven't been getting these polls shown to me. Well, you gotta check my page. I took a break. I should have included Steven Universe instead of Saitama. I don't think Saitama's a good contender here. I think Poe, Finn, and Luffy all carry that very, very, very goofy protagonist energy. I think Saitama's just sad. I should have had Steven Universe here. You know what we need more of? Wait, Bee and Puppy Cat has a weird protagonist, right? We need more femme weird protagonists. The goofy femme protagonists. I think She-Ra got close. I don't think She-Ra's quite goofy enough. I've never seen Smooling Fronds. I still vote in these polls. Well, there you go. You can just vote based on aesthetics. That's usually fine. We got Oscar and the Spamtopian Waitress. Even though Oscar tried to kill people and we don't know what the Spamtopian Waitress's deal is, she's just kind of scary sometimes. We got Forest Demon versus Brittany. Brittany was actually in the lead for quite a bit. Forest Demon won out though, even though he did blackface. Not gonna lie, Brittany is kind of unconventionally cute. She's got to be a good cook. I don't like Brittany. I don't like Brittany. Oh, god damn it. He didn't. He's a demon from the forest across the street. I won't take this slander. You're going to be banned if you keep spreading misinformation like that. He did blackface. What? Look, he's doing blackface. It's right there. He did freaking blackface, man. I don't know what to tell you. This was not okay. But apparently 60% of people think that it was. So, you know, I guess I just have a very racist audience. Witch Hand versus Halloween Witch. I thought Witch Hand would take this. I thought Witch Hand was very silly. I didn't really like Halloween Witch. Desmond's mom versus Charlie's grandma. I thought this would be closer. I thought Desmond's mom was very funny. We got James versus Alpha. I pretty much figured James would win this one. Oh, this is a funny meme. Join a new Discord server. It's full of conservatives who all argue with each other. Good stuff. Kitty, I don't remember if you have ever said, but what's the kitty's name? Kitty's name is Winry. And she is my sweet princess. Katie is my queen, Winry is my princess. He's my spoiled, rotten little princess. Sasquatch versus Yeti. Somebody pointed out this is Tomar versus Chris O'Neill. Which I find funny. Gwimbly versus IGBG CEO. Obviously Gwimbly. I knew Gwimbly would win that by a long shot. This is exactly what I was expecting. Satan versus God. I kind of thought this would be closer, but I'm not that surprised. This is my favorite one. Ronald Reagan versus President Peanut. I thought this one was genius on my part. President Peanut is in fact a canon character. That is not a joke that I made up. That there just was President Peanut as a character in the show. This is a valid poll. People liked President Peanut better than they liked Ronald Reagan. From Smiling Friends, of course. That's my favorite one. Jimble versus Simon S. Salty. We're almost done. Grim versus Gnarly. People liked Gnarly better. DJ Spit. I figured he would win, but Mr. Man had to go somewhere. Desmond versus Shrimp. I thought Shrimp would take this. I knew it would be close. I did not think Desmond would take it. So that surprises me. But we all love an underdog. Well, I guess they're both underdogs, but Desmond found his passion in life. Killing. Specifically, to be fair to Desmond, yes, he likes killing, but he directed that in a very positive, effective way. Okay? So, I appreciate that a man can control his urge in such a way to be productive to society. I don't like killing. So I wouldn't be a good exterminator. He's a great exterminator. Respect. Tyler versus Smormoo. I figured Tyler would take this. I actually thought Tyler would take it by more. Gleb versus Mr. Frog. I really thought Mr. Frog had a chance. Also, Mr. Frog is categorized as a demon in the show. On the wiki, he's categorized as a demon, which is so funny. Alright, a few more. Two more, in fact. Pim versus Mr. Boss. I really thought Pim would win out more than this. I thought this one would be closer. I thought this would be just barely for Charlie, but he actually won out by quite a bit. Not like a huge amount or anything, but more than I was expecting. I thought it'd be at least like 42 to 45 for Alan. I don't know. Anyway, that's the poll so far. See if we're back at... Yeah, we're back at 50-50. Green cap. What sucks is I'm going to have to determine who wins. You know what I mean? At some point I'm going to have to cut it off. Not Alec Jordan Peterson posting. You're not the first one who said that I sound like Jordan Peterson lately. Refresh it. Nope. We're back to an unbalance. It's out of whack. The universe is out of whack. It's over. GG. We tried. Better luck next universe. I was referring to the quote of the day that you posted. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I think that Jordan Peterson honestly had some great moments. I won't lie. I think that Jordan Peterson had a very interesting mind. He was a transphobe, and that sucked, but I do think that he was smarter than I gave him credit for. he was quite an intelligent guy at one point. I think that conservatism ruined him. Did he die? No. He's in the hospital still. Why are we talking about him past tense? Because he was clever and smart. He was. He no longer is. He's a fucking moron now. I still think that that genius is still inside of him. He is just so jumbled up now because of the grift that he can't make heads or tails of it. He had intelligence, but it got ruined? Yes. Precisely. Why is he in the hospital? I don't know. I think that something happened. Well, obviously, because that's why he'd be in the hospital. Something happened. I don't know. I won't comment one way or the other about how I feel about the fact that he's in the hospital. I don't want that for anybody, but the guy kind of sucks. So I just, you know. Transphobia is a flesh-eating brain disease? It kind of is. It really will ruin your psyche. Like it does. Hold on. Christ, please, just end it. I'm going to take a quick break. Try to hack up a lung real quick. I'll be right back.
announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dog looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that, it looks like two balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right, this is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon.
Okay, we're gonna try this again, and we're off to a great start. So I just took my inhaler. It seemed to be helping for a second. I got an extra strength cough drop with menthol in it. So hopefully that helps, you know, because it could just be a tickle too. Like, it feels clear. Chew that bitch? No. It feels clear now. It just feels like a tickle, like my throat's irritated. So I'm hoping the cough drop does it. Because it feels clear. Now it just feels like my throat's itchy. You know what I mean? So hopefully this does it. Hello, Queen Laura. Queen Laura! Oh, I meant to... Hold on. One sec. I keep meaning to wear this. It's a good luck charm that Queen Laura made me and sent me. And it looks really good. It's very fashionable. I hate that feeling so much it makes me actually angry when it happens. Not fun. Okay. React time. We're here for the juice.
If I had told you
Why woke will lose? According to the Why Minutes. Well, if there are any experts on the word why,
how is it possible?
Certainly it would be these guys. Our objective at the Why Minutes is to provide insight regarding some of the most pressing questions, specifically those starting with the letter Y, of course. We ask about how society works. We explore the underlying reasons, motivations, and philosophies that inform decisions, promote greater understanding, and advance a society dedicated to preserving and advancing freedom. Okay. Interesting mission statement. Let's see. They seem like well-read, trustworthy guys. Let's see what they have to say about woke.
If I had told you 10 years ago that half of the United States Supreme Court would believe that men could get pregnant, you probably would have said I was insane. And
men can get pregnant. What do you mean? It happens. Trans men exist.
Yet, here we are. For the last decade, it seemed like there was no stopping the woke train. If you had a problem with your 13-year-old daughter being forced to share a locker room with a boy, you know, the sort of thing that any typical human being would have a problem with, well, now I guess you're just a transphobic bigot. And then all of a sudden, just like that, champions of woke like AOC are suddenly removing their pronouns from their bio, and the left is shifting their arguments away from trans and other woke issues to economic ones. But why? I mean, what exactly happened to make some of the strongest champions of woke get a little quieter about those issues? Now, one could chalk it up to Donald Trump's historic and overwhelming victory.
Because the Democrats kept on moving over and moving over and moving over further and further to the right. Because they kept seeing the right win, and they're like, oh, the right must be doing something correct. Let's change our policy to be more like theirs. Because clearly the people love their policy, right? No, you dipshits. The people don't even like the conservative policy. They just like Donald Trump because he has charisma. Okay? He's not a loser like the Democrats are. Say what you want about the guy. He's in the Epstein files. But, you know, his supporters don't think that he's a loser.
In 2024, and to be sure, that was definitely considered to be a repudiation of the left in general,
policy,
but wokeism specifically. And when we dig into the numbers a little bit deeper, we also realize that Trump didn't just win sound.
Oh, my throat feels so much better. That thing, oh, it was a tickle in the throat, guys. Oh, it's a miracle, guys. I can breathe. I can stream. You guys know what I'm referring to? That's a fucking Fairly Odd Parents clip. I can breathe. I can fight. That's how I feel right now. He like turns into a big muscular dude.
He made huge gains with certain populations, specifically black men, Hispanic men, young men. Are we seeing a pattern here? Polling seems to consistently show that male voters, and especially younger male voters, are abandoning the Democrat Party in droves. It has become so obvious that Democrats have finally admitted to their...
Because Democrats fucking suck at messaging to anybody who's not their own base and like not even constituents, their own donors, right? The lobbyists, the people with the money.
Problem with young men.
It's all about money.
Of course, admitting a problem and knowing what to do about it are two very different things. And to prove my point, the Democrats' first attempt
and that one family that one guy made up in his head
really reach out to young male voters was to spend $20 million and hire her as their ambassador to the manosphere. You can imagine how that went over. But what the left failed...
Okay, first of all, listen, I wouldn't expect her to be an expert on the manosphere. But it's possible. It's possible. I don't know her. Maybe she is an expert. Maybe she has good things to say. Probably not, considering that the Democrats fucking blow at messaging to men. But, you know, maybe her ideas are just being sidelined. I don't know. I try to see the best in people.
To the manosphere.
Yeah, the Baileys.
You can imagine how that went over. But what the left fails to recognize is that woke doesn't require a makeover or a better ambassador. There's actually no saving it in the long run. Wokeism was always going to fail for two very simple reasons. One, wokeism is a manifestation of critical theory politics in the sense that it bifurcates everyone into oppressor and oppressed populations. And wokeism requires an enemy, and they made their enemy men, so essentially half the population. But
I'm men, and people like me, I think. A lot of people like me. Like, this sounds like whiny bitch shit to me. Like, there are certainly people on the left who, like, blame all their problems on white men. You know, that happens. But that's not the majority or even, like, a significant proportion. Most people on this side of the aisle are just regular fucking people who want to see the world change for the better. You know? Like, it's not... Like, most of us don't have this id poll shit going on. Okay? And the ones who do, I know they exist. They're annoying. And I wish they would stop. But, you know, if anybody were to speak for the left right now, it would be me, of course. The elected ambassador of the left. And we don't do id poll for the most part.
Actually went a step further by turning every single mental health issue into a fundamental identity. The more mental health issues you had, the higher you ranked on the intersectionality scale. Now, what does that mean? Well, you created the most dysfunctional revolutionaries in all of human history and chose men as your enemy. Now, I don't know if the left has noticed, but it's actually really hard to fight a revolution, seize the means of production, eat the...
Hold on. Donnie's day one promise. to confiscate privately owned buildings if owners don't pay big fines, make assessed repairs. That's based as fuck. That's so fucking based. But yes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. If you don't make the proper repairs to your home or to any building, yes, the government should just be able to say, yes, we are taking this and we are, you know, bringing it up to speed. Okay? We told you to repair it. You didn't. Now it's ours. We'll repair it for you, dumbass. Whether or not you get it back is up to us now. Period. Drop mic.
Eat the rich, or whatever other leftist Marxist slogan you are trying to carry out without the help of men. Wokeism, whatever it claims in theory, is in practice little more than a firm commitment.
Guys, do you not want my help? Just say right now, chat. I know that I'm a cishet white man, okay? Do you not want my... If you don't want my help, just say so now. Speak now or forever hold die in pieces. What do you think? You're one of the good ones? That means a lot. I'll sleep well tonight, thank you. I wasn't sure, but now I am. Okay, 1 parentheses numeral 1 close parentheses trans person has given me the green light. And trans people are as woke as it gets right now, okay? Our little token cis... Oh, look, see? There you go. I dance on puppet strings for them.
Commitment to treating people who embrace mental health disorders, real or imagined, as if they are the most important members in all of society. But here's the deal. They're not. At least not if you want something that actually works. The whole charade began to unravel as soon as more men realized that they could literally undo all of this by simply ignoring and disregarding it. Oh, you're offended by my refusal to call you by your pretend pronouns. Tough. What are you going to do? Complain to the dean of the...
Okay, but it starts at the pronouns, and then it moves to the bathrooms, you know? And the locker rooms and whatever. Trans women are women. They belong in there. That's their space too, you know? So, again, it starts with the pronouns, and then you want to talk about keeping trans women out of bathrooms. If it were just the pronouns... Trans women probably wouldn't give that much of a fuck. But it's not just the pronouns. That's the tip of the iceberg, okay? That's the only thing that you guys throw around because it's the least egregious part. Trans people are tortured. Systemically tortured. Okay? I see it all the time, every day. It sucks ass. It's not just the fucking pronouns. Please get it through your thick skulls.
University that the guy can't even get into because of his sex and skin color? Are we really supposed to believe that the people who lose their crap the moment someone misgenders them on their latte are suddenly going to rise up and impose their will by force? Not to mention the fact that...
What will it take to get through to them? We have to stop the money flow. The rivers of money pool toward them. Okay, they live large on the grift money. The flow must be cut off.
Recent studies are showing that the whole act of identifying as trans or bi or non-conforming or a kitten is declining steadily as people...
Wait, this doesn't say any of that. A kitten? I don't see that here. Even the part that you blurred. Young Americans identifying as trans or non-binary in free fall, as experts pinpoint what's behind the shift. Here, let's take a look at this article. Exclusive. Young Americans identifying as trans or non-binary in free fall. Got it. From men fucking hell. From men competing in women's sports to rows over pronouns, America has spent the past decade consumed by transgender debates, but the frenzy may finally be fading. Roughly 5% to about 2%. Trans identification is in free fall among the young. Well, it doesn't say why. Wait, oh, it keeps going. Sorry. The problem, as I knew from looking at the data weights, was that they produced erratic results, he said, reflecting on where his data analysis went wrong. The confusion inspired Twenge to investigate whether Kaufman's statement that transgenderism was declining could be corroborated with accurate data. She turned the Cooperative Election Study, the largest academic survey focused on American elections. Twenge evaluated the roughly 1,000 to 3,000 responses the study received from those in the 18 to 22-year-old age range each time it was conducted from 2021 to 2024. The CES, primarily coordinated by Tufts University and administered by polling group YouGov, has collected data from more than 50,000 Americans every election year since 2006. The fire has become the nation's leading share of students not identifying as male or female. Okay, so it dropped from like 9% to like 2%. Between 5 and 10 to between 2 and 4. Went into the analysis with an open mind. I always try to be as objective as possible. Okay, it really is in free fall. We won't really know for sure if the reduction observed is permanent until 2025 data becomes available. So it could just be a temporary drop. Social and political factors could be at play. If greater acceptance led to increase, a decline in acceptance could have led to the decrease. That's all I was looking for. The national conversation in the U.S. around transgender identity shifted in the last few years. From sports to bathrooms, transgenderism in America has become a controversial topic in recent years. Some nice trans people. Under Donald Trump's administration, gender-affirming healthcare has been limited and transgender people have been banned from joining the military. The controversy spans beyond the U.S., with the UK Supreme Court ruling there are only two genders. Individuals who have detransitioned told the Daily Mail that the new downward trend reflects a broader phenomenon. So now we're going to get the other side of it. We're going to get the detransitioner side. What's the stats on the detransition rate again? Oh, less than 1%? By some measures? Got it. Got it. We should listen to them instead of the trans people who haven't detransitioned for whatever reason. I don't know why. But we should listen to them instead. There are way fewer of them. It's like a drop in the bucket compared to the entire rest of the bucket. But, you know, let's listen to them. I'm not saying don't hear them out. Hear them out, but then shut them the fuck down, because usually they don't help. Like, they're not giving you good information to ban the healthcare or make all these dumb rules. They call it social contagion, blah, 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 blah. So this article then gives both sides. Okay? Why is he only considering one side of it? That doesn't seem fair.
Recognize this for what it is. A rebellion not against some sort of evil, corrupt system, but a rebellion against nature itself. The saddest part of this is that in this particular case, thousands of children who were chemically and surgically altered, many for life, in the pursuit.
According to Do No Harm, yes, the transgender website, okay? The transphobic website, very transphobic. There were at least 13,394 gender reassignment procedures nationwide on individuals 17.5 years old or younger, with the youngest 7 years old. Gender reassignment procedure on a 7-year-old. If somebody can provide me that source, like that case, I would very much like to see the details. Because that sounds bad. Here, let's just see if we can find it real quick. Gender reassignment surgery on 7-year-old. Okay, this one's from July 8th, 2024. A new study found little to no utilization of gender-affirming surgeries by transgender and gender-diverse minors in the U.S. The study also found that cisgender minors and adults had substantially higher utilization of analogous gender-affirming surgeries than their TGD counterparts. Read, cis boys with gynecomastia. 90% of breast reduction surgeries that take place below the age of 18 are cis boys with gynecomastia. And we're fine with that. We're fine with that. Why are we not fine with doing it for trans boys? What if you are a boy and you grow tits? Wouldn't that bother you? Wouldn't you want them gone? Give me a fucking break. Give them a break. Specifically, let them break off their tits or cut them off or whatever. Like let them just do it. Let them do it. You let cis boys do it. This is what the transphobia is. It's a double standard. Stop this. So according to this Harvard study, it doesn't happen that much. And most of the time when it does happen, it's on cis people.
Pursuit of an ideological trend which will one day be seen as one of the most absurd and bizarre cases of social contagion
so I don't know
in
what
world
it's referring
history.
to.
So does this mean that woke is officially dead? No, probably not. But it's not ever going to be able to
As long
win.
as I'm alive,
and the
woke
reason
is alive.
why is simple. It's not just a rebellion against normality, it's a rebellion against reality. And more than that, it has chosen to make its chief enemy the very people you need to fight rebellions, i.e. young men, while championing the very people that are not capable of really running anything because their entire identity is rooted.
Yeah, shout out to men who love their tits.
In a complete break with reality.
There are lots of normal...
Oh, not yet. Shout out to men who love their tits. We love our... Oh, people are going to kill me. Yamato. We love our Yamatos here. We stand Yamato and his gloriousness in this house. His gigantic trans mask rack. Say that 10 times fast. Busty boys, busty boys. Yamato is a bit of like a femme tomboy, you know, like he's still a guy, right? But like he is kind of a femboy, right? Just like a tomboy femboy. A little bit. Does that make sense? Fat pecs or peak? I mean, if you want to be legit about it, Zorro has the biggest bust in the show. Oh, I've been recording this entire time. I'm so sorry, Dubsy. Cut this at some point far before this. The original character design of Angel Dust from Has-Been had way bigger tits. Could you tell me what Yamato means? I keep getting the ship. I spaced out earlier. Yamato is a One Piece character. Spoilers? Do you care? Do we care about spoilers here? If you care about spoilers, mute in 5. Okay. Yamato is a character from One Piece. And his father is Kaido, who is king of the beasts. And he was born female, of course, and was originally Kaido's son until he saw Odin. Odin was a hero from Wano, which is the in-world equivalent of Japan, feudal Japan. And he attempted to slay Kaido, but was unfortunately felled by a cheater. She was wanting Kaido to... Kaido did not want her to interfere, but she did. And so Kaido fucking killed her. And then, like, they executed... they executed Odin. And Yamato watched them execute Odin. And so he saw that, and basically that was his inspiration moment. He loved Odin so much that he decided he was going to become a man because Odin was a man. That is his purpose that is why he goes by he him pronouns and bathes in the men's bathroom, because that's how much he respects Kozuki Odin. He wants to carry his will. Bro said, fuck that, I am Kozuki Odin. Exactly. That's how much he respected Odin, is he wanted to be Odin. He became Odin. Odin is a second name of his. Yamato, he still refers to himself as Yamato, but like Odin is also a name of his. That sounds cool as fuck. That's what I think. I'm curious, do you play D&D? I don't play it currently. I have played it. I know it reasonably well. Like, I know the jokes, like rolling a D20. Rolling a nat 20 on that Riz check. No cap. I'm a little clapped. I don't really want to watch Sargon of Akkad tonight. It's not that kind of night. What else we got in the juice box?
Hello.
20 minutes. I don't want a 20-minute video right now. Definitely not a 38-minute video. Ah, here we go. What's this? This looks fun.
What do you think?
Perfect. Okay, this will do just fine. When I looked up Yamato before asking, I kept getting the Naruto character and was like, question marks times 4. What did I miss? I mean, yeah, Yamato is like just a Japanese name. If you want to be real technical about it, I think Yamato can best be described as bigender. I think that he doesn't really give that much of a shit if people call him her. But he primarily goes by he, him. You know what I mean? Like Yamato is not his dead name. Yamato is just a name for him. Odin is also a name for him. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a little bit bigender, leaning toward mask. But that's just me. I don't know. I can't get in his head. He's a fictional character. Yamato is best of all time. I mean, best of all time. He definitely looks like he doesn't give a shit. His determination carries him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Yamato is great. And his devil fruit is, whoo, peak. Absolute peak. You know what else I thought might be fun is going through one of those subreddits. Okay, what do you guys want to do? Do you guys want to do another React video? Or do you want to like go through like, you know those subreddit posts like with the text messages of like the weird guys? I was meaning literally a boat. I thought you were saying best of all time. I don't know why you would say best instead of greatest. It's usually goat. But I saw boat and I'm like, oh, best of all time. I know Queen Laura loves Yamato. How is Yamato a boat? Yamato is a devil fruit. What are you talking about? It's the name of a boat? Oh, I didn't know that. I was like, what the f... I thought you were literally calling the character Yamato a boat. Hello, Quineth. Are you mostly a player or DM too? You definitely have the DM vibe. I've never DM'd before, but I would like to. I'd like to try it someday. I think I could DM really well. You cross the path. You cross the path of danger to the other side. And there you'll see a warlock. The warlock say to you, we fight now. He's like Pokemon trainer from Pokemon game. Now you fight warlock, go. I make out with the warlock? No. No, no, no. You fight warlock. You fight warlock. You are not allowed to make out with warlock. That is impossible to do in this universe. This is me. I'm the DM. I'm very good at my job. You make out with the warlock. The warlock says, Oy vey, I just came here to kill you. I'm Italian, by the way. Roll for initiative. Hi, Wokies. Nice to see you streaming. I love your sewn plushes so much. Unfortunately, it doesn't ship to my country. Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that. I would love to crochet you something if it could. And I'm sorry, but I cannot make a personal delivery. I should play D&D. I love watching people play it. The last time I played, I was literally 12, and it's because my dad wanted to try it. Well, wait a minute. Calico Cat, how do you know it doesn't ship to your country? What country do you live in? If you're just talking about on Etsy, I can do personal, like, exchanges. Indonesia? It seems like you can. I don't know. If you say you can't, I'll take your word for it. But if you want the plushie that badly and you actually can get it, then you'll figure out a way. One or the other. I want to pin the warlock to a wall and give him a French kiss so he cannot cast a spell using gestures and vocals. Okay. You do the thing you just said. I'm good at my job, by the way. Alright, you guys want to react to something? Well, I think this will be the last one. I want a game. Excuse me. That was better. Whew. Now this is real DMing. Are you playing Pikmin on stream? I think I'm playing Pikmin on stream. Yes. Cam Higbee. I think I've heard of this guy. He asked Zoran campaigners about his policies. They couldn't name one. Let's take a look.
What do you think Zoran's best policy is?
I think affordable housing, smaller classrooms, free buses, lower rents, freezing the rents for rent-stabilized buildings.
That sounds great. How do you achieve that?
I think that he has really high hopes, and I think that he has a lot of energy.
He's going to achieve it through hope, or?
I think he's going to achieve it by really having a smart way of dealing with people and picking the proper people to work with him.
What is that smart way of dealing with it?
I think that he has a good. I think he has a good sense of people around him. I think he makes good choices, and I think he works well with other people.
Where does the money come from?
He will figure it out. Like, I think that he
hasn't yet.
This woman has placed a total trust and faith in Zoran Mamdani.
This guy debates on TikTok and was on Jubilee.
Really? Thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Wait, I might have debated this guy. That's why I recognize the name. Cam Higbee? I feel like I've debated this guy on TikTok before. It's kind of wild if so. Cam Higbee, if you're watching this, hi. Come talk to me about why I like Zoran. I'll explain it. Not everybody's good at explaining these things. She clearly means well. Like, we can agree she means well, right, man? Like, why? Like, just, it seems silly. It seems silly. She doesn't know any better. Just move on. She means well. She doesn't know any better. Just move on.
I think nobody knows
She's
where they're
doing
going to
her
do it
best.
first. I think they work it out as they go along. They don't have a plan. It's like...
I agree there's no plan.
It's a
I
process.
debated him once and left a comment about how she literally answered the question from the title and thus his title is disingenuous.
Thank you very much for another 100 biddies. Answer the question about his policies. Did she answer a policy? I didn't hear a policy.
I certainly agree there's no plan, that's for sure. Question, what is Mamdani's best policy?
She seemed like a nice
Childcare
young lady.
for all.
What's he going to do for childcare?
He's going to make it available for everyone.
How's he going to do that?
He has a plan in terms of
There you go.
taxing and saving money.
Well, yeah, you're right. They are naming policies. They're naming... They don't know how it's going to be funded. Fine. But they like the policy, period. Like, they just trust that he will find the funding somewhere. You know? And they're correct to trust him because he's not taking the money from them. He's taking it from the upper crust. Okay? He's taxing the rich. That's what we want. That's good.
And I think it's will help everyone.
What is the plan, though?
What is the plan?
Yeah. You're out here campaigning for him, right? What's the plan?
You asked about a policy.
You mean how is he going to fund that? There will be childcare for.
But how do you achieve that?
Well, we've achieved it for pre-K.
Like, at what point? Let me ask you this: how much is childcare worth to you? Okay, how much is it worth to you? What would be your upper limit of spending on that? I'm not saying there isn't one. But I am saying it's pretty damn high. Childcare is important. That's our fucking future, okay? Parents, if they can't take care of their own fucking kids because they have to go to their jobs, at least ought to be able to afford, if it's not free, just afford childcare, right? At least afford it. It's fucking expensive as shit. So let me get this straight. You need money to put your child in childcare. But you can't put your child in childcare until you have money. And you can't work for money because your child's not in childcare. What the fuck is somebody supposed to do then? Like, that's ridiculous. Come on.
For threes, and you just expand it so that it's.
Just think
How do
about
you expand it?
Well,
You have a
use the
brain,
schools,
use it.
Use existing facilities and use existing tax base and money that's being wasted on
There you go.
consultants.
There you
to
go.
pay for it.
Beautiful.
I still don't understand, like, how that... Where does the money come from?
Did she not just say that? Did I stroke? She just said that. She just answered that. Come on, this is so disingenuous, man. Come on. She's doing her, like, She's doing okay, by the way. Like, she's not even doing badly. Like, she's not doing as bad as the other woman. She kind of got it. She kind of got there. Yeah. Use some of the money that they're wasting on other shit that doesn't matter. Sure. The fine answer. Sure, go for it.
Well, he's explained that over and over. So there's going to be
There you go.
there's
Go ask-
there's
go
wasted
ask
money,
Zoran.
and
I don't know.
Where can
Go
I
ask
find where he's
Zoran.
explained it?
It is fine to defer the answer back to Zoran Mamdani. That's fine.
this a, go to the
Walk-
website. Go to the website.
There you go. What a queen.
Yeah, so
No. How old is he?
He's doing what?
He's building affordability for New York.
How does he do that?
Yeah, so he's going to tax the rich.
There you go.
The rich already pay the majority of taxes in the city. Top 1%, 90%.
They should pay more.
Top 50%, 90%.
They should pay more. Tell me why they shouldn't pay more.
Yeah.
They have
I
plenty.
mean-
They already do that. I mean, don't you think the rich people will just leave New York and then you can't tax them anymore?
Yeah.
Ma'am, what's your favorite Zoran policy?
Just his cute little smile.
That's it?
Just no. I'd say as a person
His
who
cute little
enjoys
smile.
public transit, probably his fast and free buses, like pilot program.
They're answering
and
the question.
What he's trying to do with that.
What is the bus program?
It is creating
Okay.
bus lines for New Yorkers that are more accessible and would be state funded, or city funded, so that there's no fare, and hopefully they'd be more efficient.
So I'd ask two
Good answer.
questions, like how do you pay for that? And then also, what would you say to people who would argue this would make the buses more dangerous in New York?
Well, first, I'd ask them why they believe that would make buses more dangerous, because there have been studies, and I'm not like a genius on any of this, I'm just a hopeful person, but I'd say there have been studies that
I will hand him this. He's not interrupting. He's letting them speak their truth.
show that more
knock
frequent
him for
use
that.
of buses leads to less assaults to bus drivers, and it's the general kind of idea that in community there's usually a bit more safety, which is why when you go on the subway at night and it's a very
I
sparse
mean, Dog thinks he's winning. He's like doing celebration dances in his head right now, but like she's spitting. Like she's turning up the heat on him and he doesn't even feel it.
car, you're less likely to get into it because if you're alone or just with a couple other people, there's less of the social pressure.
But we have assaults in New York on the subways every day, and the subways
Come
actually
on,
cost
dog.
money. So I think you end up with a lot of people who do violent things in the subways, even when it costs money. It seems like when you make it free, it'll probably be a little bit more dangerous, right?
Well, I think that's probably why it's making the buses fast and free first, because I think they're more contained and the stops are also visible.
Yeah.
I think the subway is something else that he has ideas for.
I think the buses would just turn into the subway, but worse if they were free. And also, how do you make it free? How do you pay for it?
Well, typically with revenue that is generated by taxes, and while that seems very daunting to a lot of people because they're like, oh no, everyone's gonna now make the same amount of money, that's not.
Is it just me? Is this a Wendy Lou Who fit right here? Wendy Lou Who from Whoville. Kind of, right? Like the fit's kind of giving that vibe.
What taxes do. There are states that have the same corporate tax, or that would have. New Jersey has the same corporate tax rate that Mamdani is going for, so it's not an unheard of thing, and it doesn't kill business.
Do you think that may be the reason why the businesses are in New York and not New Jersey?
For the I don't think so. I think that New York City has a lot of appeal that kind of supersedes money.
I think it seems like the rich people.
No, you're cutting her off. You're cutting her off. Wait.
A lot of appeal that kind of supersedes money.
I think it seems like the rich people go live in New Jersey, but they do their business here in New York.
You cut her off.
Exactly. So
Because the taxes are higher in New Jersey for corporations, right?
Well, they are, but I also think that New York, I used to live in New Jersey. I live here now. I don't think
nervous. You're
people
making her nervous
are
for no reason.
really trying to do business there as much as New York City, because New York City is the biggest and greatest
It's
city
the
in the
Big
world.
Apple.
For now.
It's New York.
Unless Zoran gets elected, probably.
And you know what? That's your opinion, and that's all right. And honestly, we'll
What
see.
a queen.
Okay.
And I hope you have a lovely day.
I appreciate you chatting.
She cooked him.
Guys, who do you got today, Mamdani or Cuomo?
Oh, Mom Donnie.
Man's
for sure.
dancing on the
What's your favorite
chessboard like a
Mom Donnie
pigeon
policy?
after he just got
Policy?
checkmated.
Oh, I'm not super familiar with the policies. I like his vibes.
You like his vibe? Voting on vibes?
What a
I'm voting
king.
on vibes. Yeah.
How about
Yes. Yes, king.
I don't want to share.
It's okay.
He will.
What a queen.
What's your guys' favorite
Wow.
Mom Donnie policy?
My favorite Mom Donnie
What
policy
the
is
fuck is this 80s fucking hair? Oh my lord. That's a crazy look. Respect.
It's great to meet you.
She's got this stain, you know? The Kool-Aid stain in the hair. Teenage man.
It's great to meet you. I am.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What are your interviews about?
I'm interviewing people about the election. Who do you got, Cuomo or Mom Donnie?
I'm all good.
Come on, what? You guys
Like
wanted to
lame.
talk.
For sure.
Why? What's your favorite Zoran policy?
The fact that he's a good guy and he
Just that he's a good guy.
he's never raped someone
Good
and he wants
vibes.
to help all
True.
of New York be able to afford it again.
Was that ever proven in court, or
She's cooking him.
All right, see ya.
just vote on vibes, guys? Just vote on vibe. What do you guys
True.
think? Mom Donnie or Cuomo?
what?
Trump voters literally voted on vibes.
Mom Donnie or Cuomo? What do you think?
The guy who didn't sexually harass 13 women and sue for their private gynecological records.
Most of them voted
What's
on
your
vibes.
favorite Mom Donnie policy?
It's fine to admit that.
I think, free buses, grocery stores being cheaper is good, but what people aren't talking about as much is the more mental health outreach for like homeless people and like crackheads. Stop criminalizing homelessness,
We're going to send social workers to solve violent mentally.
Dubsy, cut this out. Ah, God. Sorry. Still clearing out the throat. Give me a minute. Yeah, this is definitely the last react, and then I gotta switch to Pikmin. How dare they not know so much about their candidate? I will show everyone how embarrassing they all are. True. He's doing a great job.
Real crime, right?
Well, it's typically
He's doing
one
so
cop
good. Look at him go.
there with them in case, like, if some dude
Look
gets
at him
fucking
go.
violent, there is a guy with a gun there.
That's
but
not what Mom Donnie said. Mom Donnie said there won't be any cops responding to mental health issues.
Any cops? I mean, typically, dude, they've tried this before.
Look at him go. He walk, he talk. Most important, he wear a sock. Probably.
Most of these people aren't violent. They're just
I hope he
having the
wears
worst
socks.
time of their life.
Really?
Yeah,
Otherwise he's
dude.
gonna
Have
have
you,
stomach
I mean,
Think so? You ever dealt
do you
with
ride
a
the
mentally
subway?
ill person?
I've dealt with many mentally ill people in the subway. They're mostly just like having a terrible time. They need food, they need shelter, they need housing, they need no.
I mean, he is kind of just lying, dude. You are kind of just lying. I don't know if you know you're doing that. Like, that was clearly clickbait. Like, this is like, you just blatantly lied. Like, it's not just clickbait. You lied. It's not even an exaggeration.
Narcan or something.
Right,
They
and
need
generally
That's
they
kinda
act
wild.
violent because that's what drugs do. Is they make you act violent.
I disagree.
Very
bro.
frequently. Who shoots up
Depends
schools?
on the
Is it
drug.
mentally ill people or mentally stable people?
It's fucking young white Republican.
Dog, listen. It depends on the drug. Like, if it's a downer, like fucking fentanyl, all right? Fentanyl doesn't really make you freak out, I don't think. I guess it can, technically, any drug can. But, like, typically fentanyl just, like, chills you out. Unless I'm mistaken. Like, it depends on the drug.
Mentally ill people.
Yeah.
Mostly, drug abusers mostly just hurt themselves.
But who are the mentally ill people on the subway, though? It's kind of, it's bad faith. to look
Doesn't
at these
matter. They're
people
still
as, like-
violent. To deny that there's mentally ill violence on the subway is absolutely insane.
No, there absolutely
and to
is
think
violence
you're
on
going
the
to send
subway,
Chelsea, the social worker, to deal with that problem is equally as insane.
I also just think, like, would you
should,
rather have
yes.
Chelsea, the social
You should send a healthcare worker and a social worker to deal with that problem, yes.
worker who has years of mental health training, or
Yes.
fucking Paul who has a GED?
I'd rather have these guys right here. Because you know why? Because Chelsea, the social worker, is going to get stabbed and shot.
They should be solving, like, robberies and
No, all you're saying is that you want some guy with a gun to show up and shoot them. That's all you said right there. Why do you want that? Don't you want to try to quell the situation? You can't always do that with a gun. Sometimes a gun makes a situation more dangerous. Have you ever thought about that? There was this one time a guy broke in to the place I was working at. It was a mental health rehab clinic for drug abusers, right? It was an inpatient clinic. And it was in like this big schoolhouse that's next to this big neighborhood, right? And so this guy, because the cafe workers were morons who didn't close the back door because they didn't want to keep unlocking it. So they keep the back door open. This guy sneaks in. He is tripping balls. He's out of his mind. He's manic as fuck, okay? Like, he's talking about how he was sent by God and talking Bible verses and shit. I had to drag his ass, not literally. I basically cornered him into the phone room. We sequestered him into the phone room. And thankfully, none of the guys saw it because they were all in group sessions. But we sequestered him, and I tried to get his blood pressure. I have no idea what was on him, so I was, like, playing with fire here. But, like, all I said was, okay, to the other mentors, okay, guys, you got to keep your distance, okay? Keep your distance, but don't let him go away. Somebody call an ambulance. I want an ambulance. And they did. They said, we need an ambulance for a mental health crisis. Ambulance showed up. Now, they let him go. Like, they should have fucking taken him to the hospital because he was clearly not well and a menace. But they let him go for some reason. Even after he fucking broke in, but whatever. But at least they didn't shoot him, you know? No guns required. We handled it. Not the best way, but we handled it. And I documented it very carefully so that if it came back that he hurt somebody, it wouldn't be on me, okay? That it was not my failure. We managed the situation without a gun just fine. Yeah, I also hope he's doing okay.
Shit, not helping some dude who's ODing.
Their job is
He
to
did make my
protect the
day
public,
hard, though.
right? So when you have
It was
somebody
a
who's
very
violent and a
complicated
danger
day.
to the public, you send in the police to deal with that situation, not Chelsea, the social worker, who's going to get stabbed and killed.
I think that's bad faith, dude. It's a blanket. It's
See?
generalizing, you know?
I don't think so. You
Why
can't.
are we- Why are we, like,
Bro gets
making
it.
these people out to be villains? Like, yeah, of course there's
not
violence.
making
shit
them
that
out to
happens,
be
but
villains, but
for
it's
the
just
most part,
you can't send unarmed civilians to deal with violent mental health crises on the subway when you don't know if that person is going to end up killing somebody or not. You need to send a police officer.
Okay, send somebody with a man grabber then. Compromise, okay? Compromise. Send a social worker and somebody with a man grabber. Okay? Good? Like, that's all you need. That's all you need.
I think
it's
I
crazy.
agree. There's definitely a balance, right? Like if someone
Maybe a
appears to be
taser.
violent, let's call someone who maybe has a gun or a taser to deal with it. But for the most part, these people need help. They don't need to be thrown in jail. They don't need to have a fucking gun pointed at them.
I'm sorry. Police officers, for the most part, don't need guns. You should have to have, like, a very high level of training as a police officer to be allowed to just show up with a fucking gun on site. Like, sometimes it's very tense. Sometimes it becomes a fucking battleground. They need to be battle trained. They're not. They're just morons lumping about with a loaded fucking weapon. Why? Don't you think that a properly trained mental health professional with a pen and a clipboard and maybe a blood pressure cuff could do the job a little bit better, maybe with a team to help them restrain the guy? Like, let's think through this.
They need to be helped. You know, like most people, I ride the subway every fucking day. Most people having like a mental health crisis, they're homeless, they're unhoused, they need help, they need outreach. They don't need a dude with a gun like
There you
coming
go.
at them. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I think very often
I think you should ride the subway more and
I've read
film
this-
people who are having a tough time. Most of the time, they're just like
I've rode the subway
unwell.
plenty.
They're not like blah, 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 you know what I mean?
I see
Like,
more of
it's
that than I
chill.
see anything
don't
else.
know.
Yeah, it's just
But, like, it's-
You
yeah.
actually, that was actually a great imitation. That's what I see all the time.
But like it's easier to look at them as
I just I can't be good faith toward him. I can't, because he's not being good faith toward any of these people. Like, he's just grinning like an idiot and being like, I win, when they're making great points. They're like coming back at him with everything he says. They come back at him with something good. How does this help the market of microphone holding antisocial losers from Bed-Stuy? What? I don't know what that word is. The only addiction I have are sugar-like cookies. Those are pretty good.
It's just fucking crazy lunatics.
Well, it's
right?
not. I'm not saying
It
they're
takes
crazy
less
lunatics and therefore you
effort.
should put a gun in their face. I'm just saying it's unsafe to send a social worker who should be responding as the police. Now we can agree that they.
Okay, the reason you want the police is because you want a gun pointed in their face. Why else would you want a police officer? Okay, let's send an unarmed police officer. How about that? An unarmed police officer. Can we agree on that? No? Oh, it is about the gun. Okay, got it. You do want a gun pointed in their face. What are you talking about?
Should get mental health evaluations and help, but it should be after somebody who is competent has dealt with the situation, and it's not Chelsea,
after they
the
point a
social
gun
worker.
in their face.
I just think
that's it. That was a horrible cutoff. Goodness gracious. Kim Higbee, if you're watching this, you just lied in the title, man. Why would you lie? That's not cool. You should be better than that. Self-righteous chode? I can't say that he's not. Again, like you got checkmated several times and then danced around like a pigeon on the chessboard, thinking you won. Why? It's just silly. For the most part, you did a pretty good job of not interrupting them, at least. But you could have done better on that, too. So, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Just don't lie. Please don't lie. I don't like it when you lie. Do better. I felt secondhand embarrassment from how he acted. Shit's pants, waft smelled toward strangers. Strangers bitch and moan about it because, yes, why wouldn't they? And I say, haha, triggered, I win. GG easy. Oh, man. Is it Pikmin time? It's break time. Break time and then Pikmin time. Be right back.
I see no hear no evil. Black writing is on the wall. Unleash a million faces and watch them one by one they fall. Black-hearted evil.
apologize for the wait. I returned from yet another horrendous coughing fit. My goodness. I also got a few things done real quick. I threw dinner in the oven. 10 o'clock dinner tonight. Fuck it. Alright. Pikmin time, Pikmin time, Pikmin time, Pikmin time. Pikmin time? Controller's not connecting. Okay, connected. Hypnim. 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 Dolphin. No reason for me saying that. I like dolphins. It's not like I'm using dolphin. That's pirating software. I would never do such a thing. Is that loud enough? I feel like it should be louder. Okay, volume's all the way up. Open volume mixer. I turn up dolphin. Ever so slightly. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. It's not like sounds are like vital in this game. I haven't seen this game in probably 20 years. Beautiful. I love this game. We're taking our sweet ass time. I could finish this in like fewer than 10 days if I wanted to. I swear, bro. But I'm taking my time, smelling the roses. Ooh, let's explore the distant spring. I did play this off stream. I did it on Discord. If you were not there for the Discord stream, sorry, your loss. Should have been there. I did make announcements about it. I make all my announcements in Discord and on the YouTube posts. You should check. Always check. Okay, what are we doing? First order of biz. I think that's the right amount. You ass. Oh, you. Oh. Stop it. You people give me cancer. Okay, so I need blues. Okay, blues. Give me 20. Get over here. We need lifeguards. Blue Pikmin lifeguards. Now. Stand at the ready. Here, we'll put some of you here. Okay. That should be good. Good safety net. You get your... Swear to God. Dumbass. Now you get to be at the front. I request your blueness. Okay, are they all up? Check. Nope. Okay. Get up there, slackers. Here's the move. We go around, 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 over, and under, and through. Okay, one more time. Around. Get the thing! We got it. The repair type bolt. Robotic Marvel can fix just about anything in the ship that's broken. That's good because I get terribly bored of fixing little glitches. Oh no, I don't think there are enough. Save them! Save them, you idiots! Go! Wait, wait, wait! No! Fuck! Okay, you know what? You know what? They did their best. They did their best. We applaud them for the effort. Nothing could be done to save those men. They were good men. Men, you might say. But you know what? The good news is there are more of them. They're expendable. They chose this life. I don't think that's enough. Fuck. Here. Get. Oh, you assholes. Get over the thing. Okay. 15. We lost 15. You know? That's most of the ones I sent up there. But that's okay. Because we persevere and we continue. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh no, are they dying? No. Yes. What about it? Here, let's kill this thing. We got our part for the day. We can slack off now. You got one part a day you're cooking. If you can't finish the last day, like if you can't finish the final trial in one day, that's a skill issue. Go get him, boys. No! Son of a bitch. If you think about it, though, that was their fault. They should have hit him harder. Eat up, boys. We're having frog soup. These little guys are so cute. Don't get too attached. They're even taking it to... Wait, they're even taking it to the right place. Look at you guys. I never beat this game. My child brain was too dumb to figure it out. That's okay. I loved it all the same. That's totally fine. Yeah, I already know this. Bring out your dad. Pick them in. Pick them in. Okay. Get this thing. Die. Die. Asshole. Good boy. Ah. No Pikmin lost. We attack big boy. We attack Big Chungus. We attack. Attack Big Chungus, go. Go. Flawless. Flawless victory. Eat up, boys. We're having bulborb soup tonight. There's a bull beer. A bull beer. Beer, eh? Bull beer, eh? Oh, that's a fine looking bull beer, eh? If I do say so myself. Oh, if I do say so. Don't ya know? Okay. Can do it again. Go. Go. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Get the feet. I always used to think the back was the weak spot. Wouldn't that make more sense? It's like big and bulbous, and I guess that's kind of its hide. Its legs, it seems to be hiding its legs. No, I guess it makes sense. Legs are the weak spot. Okay, I need bomb rocks. Lamp oil, rope, bombs. You want it, it's yours. As long as you have enough rupees. Come on, you have enough rupees. Get the bombs. I promise you have enough rupees. Is that enough rupees? Okay. Where doesn't help me. God. People are useless. Thank you. See what that does. Oh, come on. Why would they not put enough bomb rocks there? Eh? Why would they not put enough bomb rocks there, eh? Don't you know? Get the stuff. We don't need it, but get it anyway. Make me feel good. Hold on one sec, I gotta fix something. There we go. Okay, we got 11 people watching. That's not bad. 3 on Twitch. It's a total of 14. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's a nice fine group of people here that enjoy watching this. That's good. I'll take that. Even if there were only a couple of you. Sometimes it's nice to just chill with a small group. A little friend group, you know? A parasocially related friend group. What are we doing? We're best friend. You and me. Yes, you, the viewer. You and me. We're basically besties right now. Okay. Crazy. Not parasocial. I'm walking in circles. I'm so lost. Okay, I need blues. You. Okay, I need lots of blues. You other brothers can go deny. I got my real ass lovers here. Let's ride, boys. Come on. I don't like how long it takes in this game. BBH, I followed you on Twitch, but I always watch you on YouTube for some reason. Whatever floats your boat. I don't mind. I think Twitch has more... Like, YouTube really needs to up its game. Twitch is just better for streaming. YouTube has got to up its game somehow. Oh, hi. Can you not? Can you don't? Oh my god. Oh my god, that noise. Yeah, I know. Okay. Trucking right along. Alright, we'll get the bridge done at least. So fucking annoying. You can't do shit on this level until you get the bridge. We got one part and lost 15 Pikmin doing it. I mean, we're spoiled for Pikmin, but come on. Made me feel bad. They're guilting me. This game's guilt-tripping me. Like, look at the cute little men you just killed, you idiot. Like, I didn't mean to. You did it. You killed them, game, not me. I was just negligent. I knew the dangers. I was negligent, but I'm not the one who killed them. Okay. The bridge is done. Fuck off. Yellows. Give me... That's enough. Me. Sometimes less is more. They're all flowers. Beautiful. How about you don't go in the water? Can you do that? PP making Alec justify Pikmin rights abuses. They're mine. I can do what I want with them. This has never been a problem in history. Sometimes you just... This isn't a real thing. Stop. I can do what I want. They're mine. Why are you gaslighting me? Get up! Fucking idiot. I hate that Pikmin fall in this game. You're not allowed to make mistakes. I'm the good guy, by the way. Okay. Time to segregate them. Son of a bitch. Come on! Okay, that's 3. Alright, that's 6. Son of a... One more. Done. Dunzos. Dunzords. Go to sunset. The Dunzords. Man, I cannot wait for that pot pie to be done. Need it. I need to shove it in my face, bro. Bruh. I tried to channel Muscle Man and he rejected me. Can I stop coughing, please? My mom. Okay, I don't feel like reading. I've lost 77. That's kind of crazy. We'll remember them all. Okay, that's 1. I used to be so much better at this. I love how Pikmin have their own little space vehicles. Well, yeah, how else would they travel through space? Duh. Obviously. Fuck you mean? We're Pikmin. Of course we travel through space on our little onion things. What we do with the Pikmin guys. Alright, what are we doing? So I need... Let's start with reds and blues. Or no, I need some yellows. Mostly reds and blues. 40, 40, 20. By God, he's a genius. I'm a Pikmin. I'm a Pikmin. I do what I want. Hey, I do what I want. Hey, I'm a Pikmin and whatnot. Wait, we have 22 viewers? That's kind of crazy. Who are you people? Where did you come from? Why are you watching me? Okay, no. We go this way. Fuck me. Okay. Go in. No. No. Ah, fuck me. Go. Go. Okay, at that point, it's your fault. No, see, at that point, it's your fault. Dumbass. Look, you're all losing your flowers. Can you please? Okay. Idiots. They realize coexistence with nature is essential to survive in the long run. True. Indeed. This is the next step of humanity. This is the superorganism. Okay, it's demonstrated perfectly right here. This is the human superorganism. We need only use our imaginations. Oh god. I can't get him from the backside. Alright, some of you may die. Wait. Go. Yes! Exactly as I planned. See, I told you all you'd be fine. Okay, get this guy out of here. Okay. We go up. Wait, yellows only. I need yellows. Oh, wait. Where are my yellows at? I think... Will 15 work? I think 15 works. There might only be 10. We'll try that. They live. I think I only need 10. Oh! Why? Here, just... Oh, I'm gonna actually kill you. Do what I say or die. Do what I say. And leave. Holding us back. Stop your whining. Beautiful. I found my UV lamp. Be too bright. Very bright lamp. Okay. We can do this. No! Bad timing! Okay, that was your fault. Go get him. Go get him, you little rascals. Go, you got it. Okay, good job. See? Most of you are fine. I told most of you it would be fine. Think about it this way. You have more room in the onion now. Great for tanning. Gotta get that tan on. Okay, this guy's dead. Get him out of here. No, not you! I hate you. You are the worst. I actually fucking despise this guy. Fucking guy. Moron. No, get him. I hate you. I know I said I have no room left for hatred in my heart. You're an exception. I genuinely fucking hate that bug. Get wrecked, dumbass. We can start working on these. Hi. A little irritating, but no worries. Can you die? Thank you. Still at 43, not bad. Okay. You go get the others. You know what they say? Well, you know what they say. Can't bake a pie without losing a few dozen men. Without losing a dozen men. Oh, that was horrible. Your wish is horrible. You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster. Oh, what took you so long, idiot? Adoink. Oh, Sonoma Phoenix. Okay, we got people missing. Who's missing and why? Oh, right. Okay. They're working on that. Let's go over and help. Look at that ugly mug. Imagine, that thing was alive at one point. What a miserable existence. If you think about it, we did it a favor. If I ate creatures as cute as this for a living, I too would want to be put out of my misery. I think we did it a favor. The pigmen are such a kind species that they give their lives just to help one little human get home. Right? They're just like, oh, we like the cut of this guy's jib. Like, he's got the Riz. He's the Rizzler. He's got the sauce. He's goated with the sauce. Good shit. Okay, we got them all working on something. Don't like the look of that thing. Oh, don't worry, buddy. I got more work for you to do. The more the merrier. The more the miserabler. The miserabler. Hurry it up. Daylight's burning. I mean, we're good. We're technically good if we only average one part a day, but I'd rather get like 2 or 3. A lot of this level, though, is just obstacles. Kind of annoying. Don't rap at me. He's just looking at me. Why is he looking at me? Job. Oh, Froggy. Come on. Boink. Come on. There we go. Come on, Froggy. Die slowly. Blues. Oh. Hi. Fucking A. Dumbass. Dumbass. Power friendship. Power friendship type shit. Oh, hi. I can put you to work. Don't worry. There's more than enough work to go around. We've got this big guy. I think we can handle this. Good shit. Go, 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 go. Reds. Lots and lots of reds. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get back, get back. Back, reset, reset, reset. Reset. Boink. Can't hurt us, can't hurt us. Get wrecked, you stupid bitch. This is what you get for eating my shit. Discover the bowsprit. With this piece installed, my ship should regain some of its sleek shape. That's very important. No, Olimar is an alien who's way smaller than humans. Well, yeah, but I got what you meant. He's a Hokatation. Right? He's like a... I don't know if that's the proper terminology, but like that. We don't really need the bug thing. We don't need it. I don't really care if they get it or not. Here, get this shit. That'll bring you back to base. This is actually a really good way to bring Pikmin back to base without needing to walk back to base yourself. See? Like, I don't have to worry about them. They're going back to base, and I know we have a clear path, so they're good. Oh, shit. No, not you! I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Die. Actually die. I'll spend the rest of the time doing this. I'm like 90% sure all of my other Pikmin... Get him, you idiots. Go. Attack. Alright, let's check. Yes, all of the other Pikmin are either at the base or on their way to the base. Yes, they're all on their way. They're fine. Attack this bug. Go! Don't give up. There you go. Good job. Okay, let's go double check. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I designed it. Hell yeah. Okay, that's 2 in 1 day. Good pacing. Very good pacing. Come on, keep up, idiots. I'm like 90% sure we're fine. Alright, most of them are here. If they're not back by now, listen. We're fine. If they're not back by now, it's their fault. If you really think about it. Good shit. Okay. I think I can manage one more day. One more day, and then I think I gotta call it a night. We cooking. We only lost 14. It's like barely anything. Alright. Last one. Back to basics. Back to this place. I'm pretty sure we're done with the first two places. Like, we're completely done. So these are the only two left until we get 29 parts. Okay, what do we got? We need reds. We need everything. We need 33, 33, 34. We go 34 for the reds. Because they're powerful. 33. 33. I really want that wall broken down. At some point. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Jarvis, tear down this wall. Reds. We take reds. Go. Kill! You, flower boy. You, yes you. I choose you, flower boy. I choose you. Wait, I don't choose you. Need a red boy. That's fine. I can carry that back. We need a red boy with a... Hold up. No, not you. I need flowers. Okay. Boink. Rest of you. You're on fire, elephant patrol. Feel like a walking air sac. So weird. It still looks like a weird animal though, you know what I mean? Like it's not, I don't know, it's not off-putting. Like it looks natural. Hello, shiny head man. Hello. My head is shiny. That's true. It shines in the sun. My wife can see her beautiful reflection at all times. Thanks to me and my bald head. Isn't that lovely? It's shiny, therefore very valuable. I agree. Shiny things are, in fact, always valuable without exception. Oh, no, not that guy. No, no, no. Okay, that was very lucky. Can you fuck off? Like, one at a goddamn time, bro. Come on. How about some of this? Get wrecked. Wait, how did I lose 2? When did I lose 2? That was weird. Okay. Can you guys not? Can you don't? Can you please don't? Go. Up. Blazing about. Blazing about. Oi! Blazing about in there, right? Don't think so, bruv. Too right. Oi, bruv. Blazing about. Don't think so. Die. No! Not you. Not you, you idiots. No, get on the land. Well, if you think about it, that's kind of their fault. Stop! Oh. This is that. No, no, no. Don't die. I can't die. I'm too important. Okay, we retreat. We make a strategic exit. Burning and drowning at the same time. Listen, everything's fine. There's more. Okay? There are more. It's fine. It's a resource. If you think about it, it was their fault anyway. Okay. Okay. Spacesuit repaired. It's all it takes. We're back on track. Sure. Give me a fucking kids lol. That's the slogan. This stream is sponsored by Gunter Daycare. True. Look, listen, there are more. You can just have more kids. Bro, you can just have more. You know that, right? Wow! Jewel bug. Get it. Hit shiny bug. Hit shiny bug. Very good. Satisfies me. Look at that. You idiots! Okay. Reds only. This is a reds only bathroom. Because you'll literally die if you're not red. Please don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. Okay. Just kill this one. Just do it. Just do it. Just get it over with. Okay, the rest of you got a job to do. That thing's still around? That is not the same one, is it? I don't have time for that. Oh, come on, there's another one. Okay, we're good. Reds only. Go. Go, my beloved children. Try not to die. Making progress. All goes well. We get, I think, 2 parts from this. Good progress. IMO. Indeed, segregation. Let's think of slurs for each color. No, let's not do that because 2 of them are red and yellow, and those already have racial implications. Let's not. Never mind. That's a bad idea now that I think about it. You can think of a slur for blue people. There you go. All pigment matter? To some extent, yeah, I guess. Not as much as me getting home, though. At the end of the day, that's what really matters. This is actually how Uber got invented. Okay, this part's kind of annoying. Let's do this. Let's... Everybody but blues. Well, that's not the direction I wanted. Blues, come back. Blue, come back. Blue, come back. Okay, everybody but blues. Ice. Blink. Stop on that bridge. Alright, blues. We make efficient use of time. No! Oh. Why did I think fire was insta-death? Analog computer. Conveys the kind of vague data that falls outside the range of ones and zeros. Actually, to be honest, it's a little bit too vague, so it isn't very helpful. What's with all these unhelpful parts? You were so worried. You needed like 10 of them. Okay, we carry it right to the edge of the fire. We recall. Son of a bitch. We carried it a little too far. Okay. Please don't be idiots. Thank you. Please don't be idiots. Thank you. Okay. Finish the bridge. End it. Come on. God, this one's long. Okay. Now, we need reds. Please. Then we need 20 of them. Fine. Whatever. I don't know how many we need for this one. I think it's 20. But they just need to carry it to the edge. Once they carry it to the edge, the end of the fire things, you can get them back. Let's go check. Okay. We get these guys back. Pretty good timing. Pretty good timing. Alright, you're good. Now. The real strats. Or big boy strats, okay? Ooh. Oh, sweet. My Libra. Wait. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. And we need reds. Go! Dumbasses. Yeah, help. Go help. Wait. Too far for comfort. Okay. Reds only. Reds only. The reds only bathroom. Get the fuck out of here. This is a reds only bathroom. What is your problem? Okay. Like, not to be rude or anything, but you're clearly not red. Get out. Okay. Can we do it? Can we make it? I say yes. Me thinks yes, we can. Together, we will do as Obama taught us, and we will say, yes, we can. But not with these leaf fucks. That is slow as a fucking... slow as molasses, brother. I don't think we'll make it. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good on that front. Okay, we end. Good stopping point. That's 2 parts sitting right there for the taking. Beautiful. Unrelated, but I've had this slap-based rhythm stuck in my head. That's pretty cool. By the way, Gunter, if you want a cozy game recommendation, I am playing Discounty, which is like Stardew, but instead of a farm, you run a tiny supermarket. Excuse me. That sounds cute. Okay. We must discern who's live. Let's check. Merrick DeVille. Beautiful. I love Merrick DeVille. That makes me happy that she's live. I can raid into her and remind her I exist. I love reminding people I exist, especially people I like. Okay, we're saved. We escape. We turn off our GameCube, our very legit GameCube. Redirect. Merrick DeVille. No Merrick DeVille. I cannot redirect to Merrick DeVille. Can I raid into Merrick DeVille? Is Merrick DeVille live on Twitch? Yes, she is. All right, beautiful. Raid Merrick DeVille. Okay, site. Post. Twitch. Merrick DeVille. Okay. Thank you all very much for tolerating my cough. I love you all. I had a fun time. I hope you had a fun time as well. I will be back for you on Tuesday at the latest. If I'm feeling it, I might stream Sunday. I don't know yet. But take care, everybody. Go enjoy Merrick DeVille for a little bit if you have time. Give her money and such. Give me money too, please. I need money. And have a great night. Love you all.